Yeah, hello and welcome back to another setup and Hotlap video. A few days gone since I uploaded the last setup and now I have time to do a new one. This time we are driving around Montreal and we are having a bad exit out of the last corner. Now we are watching for the 100-meter board for the first turn. Clip the curb as much as possible to open up the second corner and take a late apex. And stay tight to get the best traction out of the corner. Now just in front of the 50-meter board, down to 4th gear. Really easy to cut the first part of the chicane, be patient with that. Traction is also difficult. Now just after the 100-meter board, down into 2nd gear. Try to get a good traction out of this corner. We didn't manage that too good, I have to say. Maybe a 10th to gain there. Now when the shadow begins, that's a breaking point for this chicane. We are missing the first apex once more, which lost us quite some time. Maybe another 1 or 2 tenths to gain there. And now after the 100-meter board, that's a breaking point. Down to 1st gear for the hairpin. Try to get as less wheel spin as possible. That was okay in this lap. Maybe lost half a tenth, and now we are watching just in front of the 100-meter board. There's an orange guy on the left side of the track. That's a breaking point. Down to 3rd gear, and this was a much better approach for the last chicane. And that's a 1:12.329 around Canada. Pretty decent time, not the best. You saw me doing some mistakes in the middle sector. So the first sector was, I think, pretty much perfect. The second, was pretty scruffy. And the third was quite okay as well. So, a little bit of time lost in the middle sector, which, would have led maybe to a 12-0 or 12-1. That's what's possible around this track, I think. For the setup, 5-3 wings. That's because Montreal has long straights and not even one long corner where you need a downforce, so low settings for this track. For the transmission, this is something special. Once more, Shadow of Army gave me this tip. He used this and I think it really helps you to get out of corners. And the traction isn't perfect in this game, but it helps you really much. For the suspension, a little bit of front camber. That's because otherwise the car will understeer in turns 1 and 2. For the suspension, a pretty hard anti-roll bar. Of course, you have to play around with it a little bit. For me this worked out. Maybe it's different for you. And for the brake pressure, I used a really high brake pressure. It helps you really to brake as late as possible, and I didn't really had problems with locking up around this track, so you can put it a little bit higher. If you have problems, then put it a little bit lower again. For the tires, default pressures, they don't have an effect on the speed of your car. And for the weight distribution, always 11, otherwise you won't have the turning to get a good lap time. That's simple as that. And now a quick look at the leaderboards. You can see Shadow did a 1:11.988, so I think that's all you can do around this track. I think all the guys above him are definitely using something which isn't allowed in my opinion. Maybe some hacks, or I don't know. So I hope you enjoyed this video once more. If you did, smash the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I would say I see you next time around Azerbaijan, Baku. A new track for me, a new track for everybody. And until then, bye bye.